Hey guys, my name's Garrett and I'm a firefighter paramedic in the Richmond, Virginia area. I just wanted to provide you with a brief video review of the IAMed course, specifically the course that I took in person in Washington, D.C. about a year ago. So at that time, I was a critical care paramedic, a UMBC critical care paramedic, and I was looking for the next educational opportunity to advance my career. And I'd always wanted to become a flight paramedic, but I never thought that I possessed the necessary knowledge or experience that I needed to be successful in the examination. As we all know, it's one of the most challenging tests that we can take as paramedics. So I went online and I started devouring any resource that I could get my hand on. I bought the Will Wingfield video series, I bought the Crash video series, and although those resources were excellent and I learned a lot from them, I still struggled with some of the concepts. So as I was on Facebook one night, I actually ran across a marketing ad for the IAMed course. And I did my due diligence. I read the online reviews, the written reviews, as well as reach out to a couple of buddies of mine who had taken the course in person, and unanimously everything said that you'd be doing yourself a disservice if you didn't go attend this class in person. So that made it pretty easy for me to pull the trigger, to spend the time and the money to go and sit down in Washington, D.C. for 3 to 4 days and take this class. And I have to say, I was incredibly impressed. Chris, who was our lead instructor, really delivered the information in a way that was very easily digestible. And he would routinely interject realistic scenarios which allowed us to utilize our own life experience to really start understanding these critical care concepts on a foundational level. Along with that, they always had a very good review component. So at the end of every night, you would go home and you would take X amount of questions to really reaffirm what you just learned in class. Along with that, there was a lot of resources that you could take away with you as you were preparing for the FPC, which was hugely beneficial for me. So they recommend that you take the class about 15 days after you finish the course. I stretched the boundaries a little bit and I took it in 30 days so that I could make sure that I really had time to study up and to understand the concepts, because it is a lot of information. But I think the question that you're asking yourself is it worth it? Is my time and is my money worth it? Well, for me personally, I would say that it is definitely worth it. I was able to pass my exam on the very first attempt, and although it was extremely challenging, it was super manageable. And it is only because of the IAMed team and the resources that they give you, the test prep tools, and you just feel so prepared walking into that exam that you know exactly what you're getting yourself into, and it really helps you develop an excellent study plan. So if you're on the fence like I was and you're wondering if this is worth it, you are safe to pull the trigger. It's an excellent course. My final review, I'm going to give it a 4.7 out of 5 for the best EMS class that I've ever taken. And I wish you the best in your future endeavors, and hopefully I'll see you up in the air. Thanks.